Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we are going to work on Hollywood Heat's saucer mechanism. We're going to take apart one, then I'm going to take apart the other one off camera. We'll rebuild them. I'll put this one back on, and then we'll put this one back on. But I'm only going to show you one because you don't want me to watch two. There's four screws on the back here that we will take off. Here's what I'm going to do two. They're both here. They're in the way of my drop target, and they just got to come off. Now when you take this off, you're going to have a spring. I usually will hold the spring with my fingers. You get a spring, a little like brass spring perch, and then that's it. And then we will take off these three screws here to get this mech off. Because we're gonna take this apart, clean it, and rebuild it and grease it. And then while we're here, I am gonna take these screws off, get this plastic piece off, and wash it. Because it needs to be cleaned. Is that a good thread? Yeah, I guess. These Gottliebs with their flathead screws drive me nuts. I used to like flatheads as a kid. I don't know why, but now I like Phillips head screws better. Alright, we got those out. We're going to take these three out. They're all the same size. No, these are all smaller, which they should be. They should be smaller, because this piece of plastic is thinner. Now we can wash this nasty dirty thing up so it looks pretty, and we're going to get onto the workbench right now and clean up the mechanism. Alright, we are back. We're going to take these apart, clean them, make them beautiful, and put them back in. We're going to take them apart, but like I always say, document. Camera is your friend. I have two of them, but I'm going to take both of them apart, throw all the pieces together. I still want to see how these go together. It makes it easier for me. There should be 3 clips on them. And these are a little pain in the butt clips too. They're so tiny. And there's one more on here. Make it a habit when you take these clips off. And I just lost one. It stuck to my finger and flew. There it goes. When you take these clips off, always have spares around. You will eventually lose one, or a lot of times these mechs don't even have them on them, or something you're doing doesn't have them on. Oh, there's a washer there. That's a new one. I've ran into this so many times, like with score reels and stuff like that, that on occasion there are no clips. You can see how I'm taking them off too. I'm prying them off, keeping my fingers on top of them. It's just past history of me losing them. the spring on. But alright, washer. This is a new one, this plastic washer. Alright, I'm going to take all these to the laundry tub, clean them all up, and then we'll be right back. And we're back. All clean pieces. Now we want to go to our wonderful pictures we took and see if we can piece this bad boy back together. Oh yeah. Alright, this is the bottom piece. This is the top piece, which is here. We have a gasket there. That slides through there. No. We don't have a gasket there. We have a gasket here. No. We do have a gasket there. I can see it in the picture. Gasket's right here. You can see it right there in the picture. Yeah, I can see it in two of the pictures. It's right there. So that goes on that swivel. Right here. Alright. I'm going to put a little super lube on this, because we got metal to metal on this whole post here. Sorry if I get out of frame, it's just the camera's on one angle, I'm on another angle, and it's just goofy. Like that. This just a little bit right on here, and then right on here, maybe a little bit right there, just so it goops in. Go like that. Yeah, we'll go like that. Okay. I don't think I need pictures anymore. And here's the fun part. Putting the clips back on. As you can see, we got one partially on. I like to keep my fingers around them and then use the little needle nose pliers and snap them on. Once they snap on, I like to use my screwdriver to make sure they spin freely around the post. Maybe zoom in a little bit. Trying to keep everything right near this. See if that spins, that clip, then you know it's seated in the right spot. Good. Alright, now we got two parts of this spring. We got a more open end and a more closed end. That closed end is going to go on here, so we're going to put a clip on it. So our more the open end will go over there, like that, like that. I'll take another clip, put that clip in the groove, hold my finger around it, and again, if I can get it to spin with my screwdriver, I know it's in the groove and it's set properly. I'm going to get my green scrubby pad. I forgot to bring it over. And we're going to polish the plunger. I'm just going to go through. Well, not really Yeah, it's kind of, I guess, like a polish. Just make sure there's nothing on it. Smooth. Same with this one. Smooth. There's that. We'll go like that. Another little clip. And we'll go on the groove like that. So you see how it's on the groove a little bit? And I'm going to hold my finger on it. Snap it on there. And like I said, if it spins around the shaft easily, it's on there. If it doesn't spin around, it's going to snap off and fly. So now we got one saucer mech rebuilt. The reason why they got the spring on here, this is mounted to the play field like that, and this is the plunger that kicks it up. If something gets jammed in there, it will still do it. And this also, with the spring in there, it gives a little resistance and a little more oomph to kicking a ball. So it's like a 2-in-1. Gives a little more oomph to it and a little resistance, and if it gets stuck, the mech isn't jammed. So I guess we could rebuild the other one real quick. Let's see how it is. Alright, we will take a little super lube. Again, super lube. You can get that at Harbor Freight, or some local hardware stores have it. I got a lot on here, which is good. I can do this piece too. And get right in there too. There. And the bottom of that. And the top of that. Oh! Forgot that. Rip off that extra grease. Put our clip on. I remember I used to snap these things off and get them to fly around the house like crazy. Now I feel like I'm a pro putting these things on for some reason. You don't even faze me anymore, and I don't lose them. Watch, I lose this one now. Usually when that one doesn't feel like it's on. No, it's not. There. That spins easy. Get that over there. Let's do this edge of the spring first. It's easier to get this on while you can turn it. Now we'll put that over that. Get that on there. Hold it with the finger. Click it in. And it spins. Alright. Let's get back to the machine and put this in. Alright. And now we're going to put it back together. And like magic, things are clean. And look at that. That's all clean and assembled. Okay, we got this all nice and pretty clean now. We just gotta find the tiny screws for it. These tiny screws go in because this piece of plastic is thin. Always remember it this way. This is how it should technically be. the thinner the piece that screws into the play field, the shorter the screw should be, technically. Because you shouldn't be using a thin piece of plastic like this and running a super long screw through it, because you might end up putting it through the play field. Yeah, it depends how long that screw is, but like with the bracket here, right here, that's got fatter, thicker metal, so you want a longer screw so you can go down the same distance into the play field and hold the same stuff down. Since I got nothing in my way right now, I do want to add this. This is the super duper cool purple bulb. That's going to shine through the plastic. I know it doesn't look like it right here, but it's going to shine through the plastic. And I want to make sure that this, when it goes down, it doesn't hit my bulb. And I also want to make sure my bulb is down far enough to make this whole glow super cool. And these are also purple LEDs I'm putting in. So that's the other issue I got too. I only can do it in a certain way, because see, I'm hitting the bulb right now. I get it out of the way. Then I'm going to hit that. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I guess it's going to have to hover high. The ball goes in there and it's going to bounce. It's going to hit my bulb. There. To bend this up just a little bit. Get that. Yeah, it's like no matter what, it's going to have to be right there regardless. It's not going to shine as good, but it's out of the way. Alright, enough of that. Get the buzzer. Cheap Harbor Freight Dremel with a real Dremel 443 bit on it. Cleans your contacts, and it will show you what a spinner is. Search my channel and to find what a spinner is. I just made a video about them. It's basically the contact. The contacts are kind of like press fit riveted on almost, and what they do is after a while they can get loose, and that little contact that's on the leaf there can spin. And what that does, it gives you a weird, odd, intermittent contact that your game doesn't like. And I don't like. Because it gives you some really funky, odd results. And we're going to be playing with this a little bit too. That's probably about good right there. Let's get the mech. Get the mech on. Get the screws. This has long, skinny screws that hold it on. Versus coil has long, fat screws. Gottlieb seem to be really good about how they use their screws, which is kind of cool, because this is just like a pivot point on a playfield. It doesn't do much, and we're hitting that. It doesn't do much, however, it's got a pivot, but it needs long screws, but it doesn't need fat, juicy screws. So I think this and this should have used just the same screws. I think it would have just saved them money. They could have bought 10,000 of the fat screws instead of 5,000 fat screws and 5,000 skinny screws. I think in the long run, I think it would have saved them money. But I don't know. Something behind their weird madness of Gottlieb and how they did things different than everybody else. Note: this coil goes like this, and it has this weird crinked, bent wire cover on it, because the drop target assembly is right there. And it actually almost touches it. So that was kind of cool that they insulated it. Garbage coil sleeve. Good coil sleeve. That. Cleanest corner. That over there, out of my way. Clean this off. Clean this off. And clean the coil off. Alright, new coil sleeve. Bracket goes like this. That goes like that. This goes like that. Hold it tight. Screw. Screw. Now, from what I remember, weird, tighten this one down all the way tight first before you do this one, because sometimes this bracket that holds the coil in there will tweak up if you tighten this one up first. Don't know why. Just law of physics or something. All my sockets are just going to crap. Here, that things snap. These are just getting stripped out. High usage. So I bought this new one. I'm gonna have to get another 10mm short socket. Alright, that's done. Spring. What I like doing with the springs, I spin them and I rub them on this. And it cleans the gunk that's on them. This little cool little spring perch. Make sure you get that centered right. The spring. The whole assembly and then down. Make sure it goes in there right, everything's set right. Get your screws. Let's get one down and almost in. This is a gyro. No, it's not a Euro, it's a gyro screwdriver. So, it's cool. You hold your finger on it. See, it's not moving. Whatever way you turn it, that's what it does. Quick disconnect. Pretty cool. Torque, I got on max, but yeah, you got torque. Turns into a gun. I don't like the gun. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot because it feels like a real screwdriver in your hand, and you can tighten it down, and if you'll stop and then slam back on your hand to give it that more of a feel. So yeah, we're all done. Oh, almost done. You're not done till you put the blue mark on them. And that's it. We rebuilt 2 saucer assemblies, put purple bulbs, LED flex comet bulbs in them. And those are flex ones, so I can bend them and get them exactly where I want to shine. I think I actually want to give a little more on that. Same with this one too. I could be here for hours doing this. I'll probably tweak them a little bit more in the game. Yeah. That's probably gonna be about it. Tweak them a little bit more maybe in the game, and then that'd be about it. So there'll be some cool stuff along the bottom here. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure that you're subscribed, because I heard Facebook has been, not Facebook, YouTube, I mean, YouTube does unsubscribe people. I have had it happen. Don't understand why. Maybe when you're fumbling on the app, or maybe when I was fumbling on the app, I actually hit the wrong button. Who knows, but yes, make sure you're subscribed. And if you are subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you are not subscribed, please do so. Just click it. It gives you instant notifications of why I do this, when I do this. And if you're watching this video, it probably helped you if you came this far. So yeah, drop a subscribe and help the channel. 2 thumbs up, drop a comment. Later, look in the description. Take care. Later.